right, good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of y'all. It is Turned Up Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May the 31st, 2022. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with Barbi Cologne this morning. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys on the Turned Up Tuesday. That chat room's wide open. Or please call in 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on radio.com, iHeartRadio, distributed by Comedy World Net Radio. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. Please download the Comedy World Network app. Thank you so much for joining in. A special shout out to all our affiliates throughout the country. Thank you so much on this glorious Tuesday morning. We're on YouTube as well, so you can go to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team and like and subscribe to that page. Good morning, guys. We appreciate you. Come on in. We're going to have a great show this morning on this. This is such a beautiful day outside. We're on Facebook this morning as well. Please go to our business page. Like the page of Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Get notified when we go live 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. We truly appreciate you guys. You could Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. This is a very easy show to find. It's hashtag all media. We appreciate you. Join the group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. Funny ass group. It's a great group. You can post in this group and you can meet new friends. So thank you so much. If you got a deficit of love, I say it each and every morning. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Barbi Cologne, good morning. God bless you. You're looking good this morning, Barbi. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, and how are you?
I am great, Shawn. How are you?
I'm good.
We're going to give you guys a little weather today because it's going to be a hot one. Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from, it is 68 degrees right now. Today's high is going to be 92 degrees, and the humidity is going to be 87%. The pollen count will also be extremely high. So if you're like myself, have allergies, you might want to stay indoors if you can. Drink lots and lots of water today, guys, to stay hydrated. If you can limit your sun exposure, that definitely will be a great idea. Try to stay indoors between the peak times, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. if you can. I know we have to go out and work, guys, but if you have the privilege of staying indoors today, do so. You can also dress with a little light clothing. And once again, just drink some plenty of water and fluids to stay hydrated. That is the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Shawn Harvey today. It's just he and I when you get your morning started, right?
No doubt. Barbi Cologne, thank you so much. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. We have news. We're going to surprise you with a little bit of sports today as well. All right, so Barbi, Jeff's social media side is on. Okay, Thank you so much. Guys, we appreciate you. We're going to have some, I always say this throughout the year, we got some summer hours. We really do have some summer hours. So, we'll talk about that in a minute. Father's Day Comedy Jam at the Iron Mill, 831 South Delaware Drive. June that's the 18th, right? Or the 19th?
19th.
The 19th. We get into that in a minute. Now, God bless each and every one of you. I want to say that. Please like and share the show. I know some of our veteran listeners, they park right there. They don't even share the show. I get you. I understand that. But, I need y'all to share the show, and we appreciate you. And please download the Comedy World Network app. Now, Barbi Cologne, I travel a lot. I'm always out. I'm always gone. And that's why God has blessed me with, just moving around and being healthy enough to move around. So, and that's for all of us. And I want to share this story. Before we get into the show, Barbi, I was in Orlando, Florida over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, doing a stand-up. Shout out to my man. Matter of fact, Kareem. Kareem, who used to live up here. He lives down here. He just loves comedy. He does comedy shows. He's a promoter, and he does a great job promoting. So I want to give a special shout-out to those folks over there, One Mic Entertainment down there in Orlando. Rob Stapleton destroyed the room. Our one and only A.G. White banged the room out. It was A.G. White who gave us the term neighbor. I want a special shout out to him. Now, we did the show, and then after the show, Barbi Cologne, Rob Stapleton wanted to go see the fight. He's a big fight fan, and there was a big fight over the weekend. You might want to take a look at who. I'm not into boxing. I'm sorry, but there was this big fight, and Rob needed to see this fighter, or of course after the show. Who, by the way, Rob Stapleton got a standing ovation the other night. It's weird. He gets a standing ovation, and the show's over in his mind. He needs to go see a fight. So go see a fight, and then we wanted to go to a hookah lounge. So there was a little hanging out after the show, which I really don't do. A.G. White went straight back to the hotel. We went over to the hookah lounge. We couldn't get in. We went back to the restaurant. Rob was there with people who knew him, from stand-up, and that was kind of nice. Now, we wake up in the morning, Sunday morning, Barbi Cologne. Got to go to the airport.
Yeah.
Flight leaves at 9:45 a.m. They canceled the 6:45 a.m. because they had no one to fly the plane.
Oh,
They were short-staffed.
Yeah.
This was JetBlue. I mean, put number one in the chat room if you fly JetBlue. I don't know. So I believe as grown-ass men, and the promoter was responsible enough, Barbi Cologne, we left on time. The airport was only about 10 minutes away from the hotel, so I think we left about 7:45. So we left 2 hours before the flight.
Yeah. That was designed.
I thought, especially on the domestic flight, I'm thinking of Orlando, Newark, 2 hours, in the back.
That's usually what they say. 2 hours before your flight.
So, and again, shout out to those folks in Orlando, which is sort of like how we live here in the Lehigh Valley. It's a tremendous migration of New Yorkers and New Jerseyans. Are y'all called New Jerseyans? What do y'all call?
New Jerseyans. New Yorkers.
Is it New Yorkers and there's New Jerseyans?
Well, you can say
What
New
is it called?
New Yorkers. Yes, New Yorkers and New Jerseyans.
New Jerseyans.
Pennsylvanians.
Okay. So there's a lot of New Yorkers and Pennsylvanians. I mean, New Jerseyans that moved to the Central Florida area.
Yeah.
Sort of like when black folks moved to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So Barbi, Kareem, the constant professional, he gets us there on time. Right, we get out the car, we say our goodbyes, the whole thing worked out great. Walked into the airport. Barbi Cologne, there's 10,000 people in the airport.
Dang.
Now think, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Busy weekend.
Airports are busy in the weekend anyway, but it's a
holiday.
It's a holiday weekend.
Even more busy.
And Barbi Cologne, I had to check my bag, and Rob Stapleton had to check our bags.
Oh, they wouldn't let y'all bring. Oh.
Yeah, well, we had to. Yeah, they wouldn't. That was another issue.
Yeah.
So we had to check the bag. Guys, now when you check the bag, Barbi Cologne, right? Now remember, 2 hours. We at an hour and 45 minutes before our flight.
Yes.
We checked the bag, but the problem was we had to stand on a check bag line.
Mm-hmm.
With all the others.
Oh, with all the others?
Yeah, with all the others.
Oh, so you just special.
Like, why the hell? Yeah,
Right, you just special, huh?
Sometimes I even think, why I'm even around these people?
Like, oh my God, these commoners. How dare they make
and
me
all
stand
these
with these
kids and all the dirty ass luggage. Your luggage bags are dirty, bro.
Well,
torn, worn out, BS luggage. Horrible looking stains on your luggage. And Rob and I sitting there in utter disgust. So we on the line, Barbi Cologne, to check the bag for about 40 minutes. Remember, we got there hour and 45 minutes.
Right.
And people are, it's like a frenzy in the airport. A lot of emotions. So check the bag. We got an hour to go. I'm not sweating it. Rob Stapleton, who, that's my guy, is a constant professional. He has the already pre-approved TSA.
Oh, yeah.
The pre-check-in. Pre-check-in.
Yeah.
Which I've always procrastinated to get.
So
I would
you got to do that, sure. You got to do that.
I was supposed to get it last year. I didn't do it. I was
Do
supposed
it.
to get it 2 years this year.
It will save you so much time.
Okay. Now, the only thing I don't like about that is if you get that feature and you buy it and that line is packed, which sometimes it is, you can see it, you can't get back on the other line. You only could go, that's your line now. But we'll get to that in a minute. So probably it's an hour to go, right? All right, the gate's right there, the shuttle train, one stop to the gate. Because in Orlando, you got to take the train to go to the terminals. All right, no big deal. Rob go, yo, I see you on the plane.
Right.
I said, all right, he's good. He's going to go that way, and I'm going to go this way. We meet back on the plane. We get to the line for the TSA line.
Yeah.
you see a sign. It says an hour wait.
Oh no.
Remember, I got an hour to go.
Right.
But I see it, but it's like an optical illusion. I don't believe what I'm reading. I'm like,
That's not for me. They talk about somebody else.
so
That's not for me.
Right. So I say, we walk over and I say to the lady, the customer service ladies, I said, well, where's the line? Because you can see people telling me. Yeah. And she did one of those, the line is that way. You know how when people point and go that way? And then you just see.
It's just like a sea.
You just see. You don't even see humans. You see images of people.
Like blurs.
Like, I'm like, miss. That's the line?
Like,
she said.
You delusion.
And I remember I got an hour ago. The first thing I said to her, I said, I'm going to miss my flight.
Right.
I'm going to miss my flight.
Like, y'all gonna. I was here 3 hours ago. I'm still sitting here.
I had an hour to go, and I told her I'm going to miss my flight. Can I skip right? So I told her right there. She said, nah, you got to get in the back. All right. I get in the back of the line. Now I got like 49 minutes, 48 minutes to go.
And you couldn't pre-check on your phone while you was there? Like,
no, I couldn't. I had to stand on the line. There was nothing else I could do but stand on that line and wait till I get to the check-in guy to look at my ticket and my driver's license. There was no more I could do. Dang. Now, while I'm on the line, and then, of course, it didn't move. And now, the anxiety a little bit. Like, I don't suffer from it as bad as most of y'all. But I'm like, I can't miss this flight because it's Memorial Day weekend and all the flights are sold out.
Yeah.
On all the carriers. Long story short, Barbi. I get to the check-in point for the guy, the TSA guy, to show you your ID in the ticket. There's a family in front of me from wherever country they're from. They're having passport issues. The guy can't. He's got to double check their passports. Rob Stapleton calls me. He's on the plane.
Like, dude, where you
He's
at?
on the plane. He goes, yo, Shawn, man, they're going to close the doors in 12 minutes. Now, there's a family in front of me, a family of like 7. There's already an issue with the first family.
Oh, my God.
I look at, and I see little snotty kids and mom and dad, and I looked at mom and dad. I said, can I skip in front of y'all? Because I didn't ask nobody to skip because the line started moving. Now, you can kind of feel the pressure that I'm going through now.
Right.
So, Mom, they let me go. They said, go ahead. I said, miss, I'm going to miss this flight. My man just says 10 minutes. She said, go ahead, go.
Oh, that was nice of her.
Yeah, because most people are running on time.
Right.
So, you don't want to be inconsiderate.
If they wasn't on that flight with you.
Yeah, they running on time.
Yeah.
People will let you skip in front of them because they're really running on time. Barbi, I go through that scanner thing, and I'm daring these people to ask me to move to the side and all that because I'm like, yo, I'm going to miss my flight. Barbi, I start running. Remember, full arthritis in both legs, both knees. I'm done. Barbi, I run to the shuttle. The train pulls up. I get off the train. I'm running. Yeah, I'm full spirit. Chin sweating running. There's another black woman running with me.
She's trying to catch up.
No, but I don't know why she was running with me. I know she's trying to catch her flight. We're running together. We're running neck and neck with each other, Barbi. Barbi, don't you know that woman was running with me to get on that plane?
The same flight.
And Barbi, me and this woman, we got on the plane and they closed the door.
Whoa, y'all just made about it.
Yo, I sat on the chair. I sat in my seat like this. Crazy.
Sure, that's how we was coming from Costa Rica when we had that. It was delayed and we was trying to catch a connected flight. Oh my, we had all this luggage and stuff. Man, it was a mess. We got them there wheezing and carrying on. It was a mess, Sean.
So it took me like 45 minutes to calm. We're in the air now.
Right,
I'm still
breathing hard.
I can't even remember. I can't believe I'm on the plane. I'm like, there's like Mr. Harvey out there. Jesus.
I'm like, girl, I need something to drink. Give me some water fast, please.
Now, I went down there. I sold merchandise. I sell merchandise every time I go on out, right? Mm-hmm. Barbi, guess what? We land.
Don't tell me
We land in Newark Airport, a.k.a. Port Authority, a.k.a. the bus stop.
Right. Right. Newark is rough. It's a rough airport.
We go downstairs to the carousel. Guess what, Barbie? My bag is not even on the plane.
Oh, no. What an experience. What an experience.
My bag with my merchandise, because I got a show. I had a show Sunday night.
Yeah. Damn.
So I was going home I was going to run home real quick and then go to the show.
You didn't have no extra stuff at the house?
Nothing. It was all in the bag.
The bag, yeah.
Because I sold almost all of it. So I had enough for the next show.
Damn.
So the lady comes over to me at the carousel. She says, Mr. Harvey, I didn't even know this woman knew who I was. She must have been looking at Rob and I because the carousel went by and our bags are not there. She came with a form already. She said, we can't find your bag. Straight up. Here go a form. Fill out the form. Before you start tripping, let's get the form filled out first.
She already knew.
She already knew. And then 4 to 5 other people came over to us. Because they missed their bag. I don't know. That's the thing that tripped me out with the missing the bag because it was just only one direct flight.
Yeah. How do you not put it on the plane?
Right.
Somebody slacked somewhere.
So they said, Mr. Harvey, we're going to call you. And I'm like, well, oh, man, Jesus Christ, I got my merchandise on the bag. In the bag. We're going to call you. We're going to see what we can do. You might get your bag by Tuesday, today.
So are they going to comp you for that? You know.
Barbie,
like
so I get to my car at the airport. I'm driving back from Newark back home to here.
Yeah.
I get a call from JetBlue. We found your bag. Okay, good. And we know that you got to work, and we apologize, blah, 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 blah. We could deliver your bag. At your house, but it's going to be before midnight tonight. I said, oh, that ain't going to work. Well, whatever. Just deliver. As long as you got the bag, I don't care.
Right.
I was just so happy I made the flight.
Right. Still breathing hard.
I'm still there. I'm still on. Right. I'm still on that.
Still breathing hard 5 hours later.
So then guess what, Barbie?
What, Shawn?
I made a pivot. I said to them, wait, don't drop the bag off in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I'm going to New Brunswick tonight to the stress factory.
Address where you was going.
They said because they got drivers that drive these packages, FedEx, whatever they do. I said, don't bring it to Pennsylvania. Bring it to New Brunswick, down the block from Newark.
Right, it's closer. A whole lot closer.
She gets on the phone, and she puts me on hold, blah, 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 blah. Comes back, Mr. Harvey, we can do that.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's right.
So she said, I said, listen, if you could drop that bag off between, 6 and 9 p.m., we good.
Well, now you're giving them time.
Yeah, I'm giving them time. Yeah, because that's why I was talking to them on the phone. I'm like, I was being thoroughly inconvenienced.
Exactly.
So yeah, now I'm giving you times.
As you should.
So they said, all right, fine. Get back to me. Good. All right, cool. I go home for a few hours. I head back to Jersey. I'm headed to the stress. We're going to pick up my merchandise. It's a good look. The show's, and we got the show.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie, I'm driving to the stress factory. I get another call from JetBlue. We can't drop off your package at the stress factory.
Oh, they're stressing my life for you. I'm stressed for you right now, Shawn.
Put a 1 in the chat room if you ever did a near miss on missing a flight or you missed a flight. Put a number 1 chat room if you ever missed a flight or had a near miss of a flight. And share your experience.
Yeah, we almost missed last year coming from Costa Rica.
Then, I said, you know what? Drop the bag off at my house Monday.
It's over now.
Barbie, I get a text message. I went out yesterday for a few hours. I get a text message from the driver, the delivery driver. He sends me a picture of the good morning, Senny. He sends me a picture of my luggage bag at my crib with this big note on it, apology, and all this kind of other crap. So now I got my bag.
Well, at least you have your bag and your merch.
But my whole thing is this. Barbie Cologne, if I would have missed that flight,
it would have been a mess, Shawn.
I would have probably still been in Orlando, Florida.
That's a strong possibility.
Because Orlando, Florida is like a mini Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
People are going on cruises out there. the Disneyland, the whole thing, all that stuff is out. Everything is out in Orlando. But here's the interesting part of the story. We're gonna move on. Barbie, the hotel that I was staying in Orlando, Florida, was a very nice hotel. It was right across the street from the story that you guys told about the boy that fell off the ride.
Oh, the ride?
The big guy.
Yeah.
The park is wide open.
Oh,
The
wow.
place is packed. But that ride was closed.
I'm sure it was. They ain't open that right. No time
Business
soon.
as usual. But that ride,
That ride shut down.
was shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised at any given moment that ride will reopen.
They probably gonna do some.
So my man Kareem said, yo, you see that? You see
to the lock system.
Kareem goes, yo, you see that ride right there? He said, yeah, that's where the kid fell off the ride. Right across the street from the hotel.
Poor baby.
And let me tell you something, and you guys, I saw the video. Thanks for you guys. I didn't see it online. I think I saw it on City's. I think we saw it on City's phone. Barbie Cologne, that particular ride, whatever the name of it, this thing was literally like 20 stories in the air.
Yeah,
it was
it's
something.
high.
It was very, oh my God. So we're not getting on no rides.
I don't do rides.
All right. So, well, I know you don't do rides. You haven't been doing a ride in a minute.
How you know, Shawn?
I can still see it in your face.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Why?
Shawn, mind your business.
Am I wrong? Because please, I want to be wrong.
It's Shawn. No, we still have a deficit. It's long. It's all right. It's gonna come one day.
Yeah, because you know he gonna make you tell your business.
Right? He be trying to. Though. He be trying. He be trying.
Good morning, Senny. Everybody, City's here, and I know Senny. Your skin is very clear. I just know there's not a slung in sight. You look well rested.
Hold it over here.
Barbie, what's the percentage of folks missing flights or anything like that? Folks, if you missed a flight, let us know. Or if it was a near miss,
A whole bunch of people missed flights this weekend.
Yeah, they canceled over 1,000 flights. This
so let's
weekend.
talk about that, Rook.
Yeah, I wrote some stuff.
Okay,
down.
so what
The
happens?
percentage of people missing their flights is between 2 and 8%. I thought it would have been a little bit higher than that, but it's a pretty low percentage. But they did have over 1,000 flights canceled over the weekend due to, in some areas, bad weather. There was some tornado warnings and some storms in certain countries, Lord, in certain states. COVID, a lot of staff had COVID, so they had a lot of staff shortages. And you get the neighbors calling out because it's the weekend and they want to spend time with their family, showing. But yeah, they had over 1,000 flights canceled over the weekend. Luckily, yours wasn't one of them, and you made yours.
It's horrific. On a normal, like if you miss a flight and they say, hey, listen, we got another flight, but you got to wait 3 more hours, you better thank God for Jesus. You might miss whatever you're missing because you have to get to that destination.
Yeah.
But if they say 2 to 3 hours, and if you luck up and there's a flight like an hour later, you better thank God. Because a lot of times situations, there's no flight in sight. And you can't pay for the flight. Because you could go to the next airline and go, I need a one-way ticket to Newark. They go, we don't have it.
Or
$4,000. $4,000.
Like, wait, what? I'll wait till tomorrow.
Right.
Cindy, have you ever missed a flight or a near miss or anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, I've always been early, but yeah, I mean, when we were in Costa Rica, but it's never been a fault of my own.
Now,
I was like running late or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on, this is funny. I was watching a video, Barbie Cologne, of this guy. He had missed his flight, and he couldn't accept the fact that, like, he needed to speak to a manager. No, he didn't miss the. I mean, it was bad weather.
Oh, so they canceled the flight.
So or they delayed it, and this man was so disrespectful, and he was an Indian dude, like, and I got to find the video, but this guy was so disrespectful, but it was funny. But we'll get back to that. All right, so.
Brenton said the lie detector test determined that was a lie. I
As
think you
far
talking
as
about
what?
you, Cindy, when you said no fault of my own, that you missed the flight or you was late or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's never happened. Because I said, I think I said this when we went to Costa Rica. Everybody says be there 4 hours early, 5 hours early. All this time's early, and I get there mad early and just waiting around. So, And I mean, I haven't gone a lot of places, so I've only been on like maybe like 10 flights.
Right.
So
You been on 10 flights?
yeah, I'm always ready. But so when I
That's
am
it?
going someplace,
Sure.
I'm ready to go.
How-
Yeah, I'm a single mom with 2
how-
kids.
how-
Where am I going?
How
Who's
old are
who's
you?
paying for that? I'm 35 years old.
And you been on 10 flights?
Yeah, I've been on
Wha-
like probably like 10 flights in my life.
Bobby
That's
got his
fine.
guy right here.
I'm not worried about it.
Right, that's all right, Senny.
About the inconvenience, but it is due to weather.
This is a guy who just refuses to accept the fact.
Mr. Singh is on his way to a friend's
His
wedding.
name is Mr. Singh, so you already know.
Leave him alone.
I miss my dinner. Somebody's home. It's a big party. I miss my party.
miss my
Unfortunately,
party.
sir, like I was telling you before, when it's due to weather, it's out of our control.
Okay, give me manager here.
I'm the highest that you get, sir. And I'm not going to compensate you when it's a weather delay. There is a manager, but he is tied up at the moment, sir. That's
Bring
what
him here. Bring him here right now. I'll make a scene here. Then if you don't bring him
He's
here.
tied up at the moment,
I
sir.
don't care. Bring him. Manager. I want a manager here.
Okay, they're going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you. That's why.
I don't care. Just go over there.
Yeah. If somebody in that vernacular said, I don't care, just go over there. To me, I don't know if I can handle that.
No, I would have like, sir, go have a seat before I call security.
You want me to you want me to compensate you because the flight's delayed due to weather, and I'm not going to do that. We don't fly in unsafe conditions.
Manager. Got your
He's
manager here
tied
now?
up at the moment, sir.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll call him and tell him that you're going to wait for him. Hey, Craig, I know you're busy, but can you call me at Charlie 13
Very
when you get a chance?
disrespectful.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's gonna call.
He's upset.
Not he's upset.
Now,
You know what it is though? A lot of people think that they can just, just keep complaining and keep
get
going
something.
above and above and above to get what they want.
Now here
That's
come the
what that is.
manager.
Saying is that you're going up there for a wedding. When is
He's
the
missing his wedding.
6 o'clock. This is 6, 7, 8, 9.
wedding? 9 o'clock tonight.
Right, 8, 9. But right now I'm like at 10 o'clock. It's nobody's over there.
Okay, so what you're trying to decide is if you really want to go up to Buffalo or
Now
not.
remember,
Is
it's
that
bad
what
weather.
your
It's
question
nobody's
is?
going anywhere.
Nobody going
That's
anywhere.
right. I just want some kind of compensation.
You want some
I might go
compensation.
over there and compensate the family a little bit, They are
He
friends.
gets pissed off again.
And I want some kind of compensation, some kind of compensation.
Well, so because this was related to the weather delay, we don't provide any type of compensation here in the airport.
You want to do anything? I want to cancel my ticket too.
Well, if you'd like to cancel, we can give you your money back. If you'd like to, do that. And I understand since you're missing the
And
wedding,
you can help me like anything.
there's not anything we can provide you because this type of a delay. No, sir.
I don't want. There's no responsible person to talk, and you are not responsible either. You said you're a manager, but you're not a responsible manager. You're talking like just like a past boy. I don't want to deal with it. I'm manager too. I don't deal with
We
like
know
that.
you're a manager.
He's not a manager. He tell me he's a manager, but he's not a manager. He's just talking just like a. And the other people, I don't see anybody responsible. I don't think he's a responsible man to talk to somebody. You're not helping me. Just go ahead. Just go. I don't want you to talk to you. Go ahead. Go.
I'm
somewhere.
sorry you feel that way.
Now, Senny, throughout the years, you've done a lot. I think we've all done a lot of customer service work.
Yeah.
What's the threshold of your patience when somebody's talking like that and being disrespectful? How do you handle that?
I've had people like that. You just gotta keep telling them that's all that you can do for them.
Is this some sense of entitlement with folks when they know that this is it's nothing that no one could do for you?
Yeah.
So why do they keep going? Is you think it's a sense of entitlement as
Yeah,
far
they
as
are. Especially with certain ethnic groups. Yeah. I deal
like
with-
this dude? What are you talking about?
I had an Indian client before I was doing her hair, and she wanted me to work magic. Sweetheart, I can only work with what you have. And girl, have a seat, please, because you're stressing my life, and I'm trying to remain calm and professional, because you about to meet Barbi from Newark in a second. So I need you to have a seat, sweetie. Okay, calm down.
Okay.
Speak to me.
I
in that
know,
tone.
and it's like I wouldn't even want to. I don't mess with my hairdressers, or if me and my hairdresser have a bad vibe, I just wouldn't go to them. So I don't even know why people play like that.
Girl, don't.
Yeah, because I don't want somebody with an attitude like messing with my hair anyway. Like bad vibes. You got to keep it cool.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. We truly appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoying the show. We're going to take a quick break. But before we take a quick break, I was watching this podcast the other day while I was in Orlando. And it was a very interesting conversation. It was a conversation that we always had here, but it was so much passion because the question was, who has who's basically up on the food chain, the baby mother, the ex-wife, or the wife.
Mm-hmm.
And there was serious discussion about it because as some of these questions, let me preface that the baby mother. Is it? Am I saying that right? The mother of the child.
Baby mama.
I'm trying not to say baby mother.
You see? Wait, pause. You see how big the birds has gotten?
Huh.
Oh,
Saying, take another picture of the
they've
birds.
grown so much now.
Oh, I didn't see.
in the
there you
last
go.
couple
I
of days.
didn't see
I
anything
hear, yeah.
moving.
So, before we take a break, the mother of the child.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should start saying baby. I'm trying not to say baby mother as much.
The man's child's mom.
Yeah, the man's child mom or the mother of the child or
Mother of
whatever.
the
The
child.
mother of the child. There was some discussion, Barbie Cologne, that the mother of the child or the ex-wife superseded the current wife.
Oh, wait a minute now.
And then there was discussion that the wife supersedes all of them. And then there was some discussion where the ex-wife with the children had as much power as the current wife.
Absolutely not. What? Girl, sit
But
down.
you would think that it was an open and shut case where you
Yes.
would think like it's the wife, okay, and then whoever comes next down the food chain.
You talking about in general or when it comes to the children?
Well, in general,
Okay, 'cause I'm about to say
with
if
children
it's the
too.
kids, yes. But in general, absolutely
But
not.
but here's where the conversation kind of went left, and I kind of agree. I didn't agree with it, but I love the observation because I'm always going left with things.
Always.
Even though the wife should be on top of the food chain with this, there's relations with the ex-wife and the kids and the family of the man. That these relationships are so strong that the current wife can't compete with the family because in the family's mind, the ex-wife is still the wife.
You do get some family members
So-
who are
so-
so close and attached to the ex, they don't know how to let
Right.
go a little
So
bit.
so is it really an open and shut case with the wife being number one priority, which I think she should be.
But that's for the husband to check.
I
his
get
family,
it.
You
No,
know?
you're right. I get it 100%. But I think this is more of a woman's issue
Probably.
than a man. Because even if, as a man, if my guy started a new relationship and married someone, but I'm cool with his ex, I could easily go, the ex, I got love for the ex. I don't know this new chick. Most men don't do that. Most men are like, okay, we understand what's going on. We got you. And how you doing, miss? Nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Most women will hold on to that. I want
To that relationship. They gonna hold on.
most women don't recognize the.
Oh goodness.
Most women don't recognize what's the obvious. And then I think that the emotions really go to a whole nother level when the man marries the woman. You guys are following me with this?
We follow you, Shawn.
Barbie Cologne, why do women have an issue with respecting the food chain line when it comes down to the new wife? Because most women even dare not to even recognize this person.
I wouldn't say they have a problem. Some relationships.
So is it really a foregone conclusion if wife is wife? Because in some situations the wife is not the wife because of the other family members. What you guys say about that, Barbie?
You know, you're right, Vanetta. Some females, depends on how the new chick come in. Like if you try to come in like, I'm the HBIC, this is my man, with this whole hierarchy attitude, yes, they may look down on you like, okay, have a seat. And if they have a great relationship with the ex-wife, then it's not my place to tell them they still can't have that relationship with her because they created those bonds over the years and we had a long go. But, give the new one a chance. Maybe she is nice.
I don't think I hear you, Barbi.
Some females can't some females can't let go. Like, cause I've seen it.
Now,
I've seen it happen.
I hear what you're saying, Barbi. But even if the woman was the new woman that that's elevated to wife,
right.
Even if she's cool and down like that and a down chick, there's still underlying resentment just because
there is some time because they should have been together forever. I love her. Like, why did he break up with her? You do get that with some women.
The initial reaction to the introduction to the new woman, the new vagina, the man that fell in love with, sometimes in certain situations, in most situations, is cool.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But then a week or two later, whatever, these feelings come up. And I think Senny J and Barbi Cologne, for whatever reason, whatever the breakup was, I think that, because like I said, is it a gender thing? Because most men are cool. Even I think some men, like in my case, like when my ex-wife and I broke up and I went to family number 2.
And I think it depends on how the breakup was.
With a child to be named later. Everybody was pissed. No, everybody was pissed. But like my ex-wife brother, my brother-in-laws at the time, yeah. They were mad, of course. They were upset, but they were like, whatever. We see how you moving in these streets.
Right.
But we still cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, we'll never speak to you again type of situation. Or it was this ongoing resentment or grudge. Mm-hmm. But the women, they held on to it much longer.
We do tend to hold on, depending on how you hurt our loved one, a little longer. We do.
There's not going to be an easy way out of this. It's going to be some hurt.
Like, females, we are emotional creatures, sure. So, yeah, we hold on to that emotion a whole lot longer. It takes us a little bit longer to forgive. We never forget, but it takes us a little bit longer to forgive because you made my sister cry. You hurt her feelings, and I don't like you right now.
Right.
Right, I don't like you right now.
So, Senny, why is it a struggle with women to acknowledge the wife? Because sometimes men are just jump right up and in the midst of this chaotic situation with this new woman coming in, and the ex-wife is always going to be the wife and the kids and everybody's have all these relationships, and then the new woman comes in and all of a sudden this man marries her. Because there's a lot of that going on within the first year or two. They get married, and then the family just doesn't want to accept this woman. And they use these terms like, they look at the ex-wife and go, you always gonna be the wife to me. Senny, why? Senny, why? Senny, why? To most women, the ex-wife is all, because women have that conversation.
I mean, it's just, it all comes down to how they, how you break up and what the emotion there. Because if you don't have no feelings, you're not going to care. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking about mixed events. We're talking about, because if you're divorced, you're really not really, unless you have like kids, you're really not a factor in my everyday life. So so the few times that I do see you at Thanksgiving or somebody's barbecue, I have to make everybody know my presence and know what my relation is to everybody as to why I'm here. Because, girl, you shouldn't even be there. Why are you there? Because they wanted to invite you. You can still decline. Be like, no, I have something else to do. But it's something within you. You know what I'm saying? Or usually sometimes, there's resentment because they feel like, I don't know where we're at in the scenario, but if you're, sometimes you're the children's mother and y'all never got married, but now this woman comes along and then all of a sudden y'all are married now. You know what I mean? So there could be resentment there. Like, why wasn't I good enough to marry and I have your kids? And that's why a lot of the times sometimes people feel like they have hierarchy over people because they share children. These kids, listen, these kids for everybody, okay? Auntie take these kids, Nana take these, Nana take these kids. Like, stop. Half the time y'all don't even care about the kids. So just
not for everybody.
Just stop. These kids for everybody. Take a village to raise these kids, right? And when you want to go out, they go on with whoever.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't think that gives you leverage over anyone.
Right. So why do and I believe like on the flip side and welcome to the show.
It's resentment because people have their feelings.
Like,
men be lingering around too.
Right, no, I was about to say, and welcome to the show, guys. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team on all media. Like I said, I don't know. Like for me, there's a hierarchy. I think you're right. With these kids, you got to take a village to raise these kids. But I do believe, in my mind, Barbi, Cologne, and CJ, yes, the husband do supersedes everybody. Baby daddies and uncles and mothers and fathers and all of that. But I'm old school like that. But you do bring up a good point. I believe that, why didn't, right, we had this family, but we never got married. And then the man goes off and marries somebody else. That definitely can lead to some type of resentment where they won't acknowledge this woman.
Yeah.
They won't acknowledge the wife, even though she's the wife. And ladies, have you ever been in a situation, and men, have you ever been in a situation where you became the new wife or the husband? And that acknowledgement from the family wasn't really there like that. They showed up at the wedding. They'll holler at you on social media every once in a while, but they having full conversations on what we doing each and every day with that ex. And you're right, Senny. Why? Yeah, ex-wife and ex-husband decline those picnics, bro.
Yeah, I don't go.
Decline those picnics.
I'm good on that.
You out the door.
Right.
Develop a new situation.
Only way I would go is if
We don't
my
like
kids
you being around like
really,
that.
really wanted me to go. Like I had small kids, like, Mom, please, I want you there with us, because they felt kind of uncomfortable. Other than that,
Nah, not even little Timmy in them. Nah, just not Tim. We got other things to do. We got a whole new life.
you gotta support the kids, show. You gotta support the kids.
Senny,
Send
why
them with
did-
their dad. Your dad gonna be there. Go.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
Yes.
Kids be
Maybe
in awkward
yes.
situations, but I'm not one of those moms. My kids are never gonna be like, oh, no. When it's your time with your dad, whatever he got planned for you, whoever is gonna be
Right.
around, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's gonna be a safe situation, whatever.
Yes.
But you gotta go and deal with that.
Yeah, but sometimes
I'm not gonna be over here and be. You can't curate their experience because whoever that parent is, they need to learn how that parent operates, how to interact and deal with their family and do different things like that. I'm not going to go to be a buffer for y'all with your own
right,
family.
But in the beginning, if it's something new, like the separation is new, you have to ease them into that, Cindy.
Look, we have
You're gonna
look,
traumatize them
we have
kids.
custody.
You're gonna traumatize
We
them
got
babies.
divorced.
Yes,
We
yes.
have custody.
Yes.
You're going over there, and I'll be over here.
Exactly. Now,
when you're
No,
done,
I'm
he'll
talking
drop
about,
you
like,
back
maybe
up.
family
Right, now-
gatherings, like
now-
large people. You gotta
now-
ease them into it. Some kids got anxiety
They-
issues.
I don't know, Barbie.
Did
but-
you can't be with your father?
Yeah,
What type of thing? I'm not a security blanket.
Right.
You can't be with your dad.
You
And-
mom.
and
Well,
some-
you
Barbie
have your
Cologne.
dad too.
And-
He has to emotionally support you as
Right,
well.
and Barbie Cologne-
listen, men get all of that. As much as I go through, you have to go through the same thing.
Right. And-
If your kids get anxious around your family, you need to correct that.
Right,
Find
but-
out what's wrong with
And
them.
not only that, Barbie Cologne, we just need to welcome these kids into the real world because that's what it is. Now,
it is. Go sit, if you want to go
welcome
sit in
to-
the corner,
welcome
go
to-
sit in the
yeah,
corner and stay
welcome
on
to
your
the real-
phone.
This is what it is. Mom and dad ain't effing with each
Each
other
other.
like that. Go over to your
Yeah.
dad.
The real
I ain't gonna say
world.
nothing bad about him. I'll pick you back up at 7 effing o'clock.
Bye.
Y'all
Bye.
horrible.
But Cindy,
You
as a
two are
woman,
horrible.
though, we are then. We don't have no feelings.
Because
then.
I'm not dealing with them.
Exactly. That's it.
So
But Senny, have you ever, and I'll ask Barbie next, but have you ever had that strong desire to go to that picnic and just hang out and the new wife or girlfriend is there, knowing damn well you're playing yourself? Have you ever had that experience or wanted to be petty and go, yo, you know what? I know that this is something where, the new wife or girlfriend is there, but I'm coming through. Knowing damn well in your heart, you're really not supposed to be there, but you being a little petty. Have you ever had those feelings? And I asked Barbie Cologne next. That means yes. Barbie. That means that's 2 yeses.
Oh, no.
Okay,
wait.
Because I never had
No,
that.
I don't do that. I've never
have you
done
ever
that.
thought about doing that? Be honest.
Well, yeah. No, not to be petty though, but just because, when my children's kids' father, their family helped me a lot, so we were together a lot. So now that he's back now and he has his girlfriend, they do be inviting me. They'll be like, oh, they're having a cookout or they want to do this. And I'll be like, no, I'll decline. Yes, I want to go because it's fun because we're all friends. But I'm going to allow her that time to build those relationships.
Oh, okay.
I know my presence makes her uncomfortable.
Right. Well, we're going to get to Barbie, but since Senny is allowing people to live, we appreciate you.
I'm allowing it. I mean.
Barbie, have you ever, boy, very arrogant. Barbie, have you ever felt the need of feeling, acting petty and going to an event where damn well you're invited. You're invited. It's all good. You can come through, but damn well you're really not supposed to be there, but you're showing up anyway.
No, I've never had that urge to just, no.
Okay.
I don't want to be around. No.
Now, Barbie, ask me that question because, matter of fact, you don't have to ask me. Okay. I tell you what it is when it come down to me. I'm dropping those kids off. When I was running through these families back in the day with that community penis back then, Barbie, there was, because them kids were little then.
Right.
So there was a lot going on. I would be selective on where I went, especially if the baby mother or my ex-wife had a new man. And they would invite me in, and I'm like, no, you know what, Charles that's his thing. I'll pick up the kids at whatever time, or I'll meet you. I'm good. Tell your mother, tell auntie and them, who they wasn't speaking to me, by the way.
I'm sure they wasn't.
Let them know, even though they mad at me, tell us I said peace. And then there was those uncomfortable situations where I picked up the kids and I got the dirty looks. So I didn't want to sit there and torment myself because I know I effed up. But I didn't want to feel petty at the same time and be there.
Right.
And that new man, and you know what? They showing him a lot of love, and rightfully so, because he loved my ex-wife with all these baby mothers. And here come my toxic ass.
Well, yeah, it's different for you. Why would you want to stay? But if they welcomed you and they was like, yo, Shawn's here, come get this.
No, I'm gonna let that guy. I'm not with Senny. I'm going to respectively stay the F away.
I go after they leave and y'all are still partying.
I'll see you when somebody dies.
We gonna come to the
We'll
funeral.
We'll do that.
We come to Aunt May funeral.
But I am not. And listen, men out there, if you're doing that, if you're going to your son or daughter event knowing damn well you're not supposed to be there and knowing how you cause collateral damage in that relationship, and all of a sudden new dude is there and you want to show up to everything, yo, reevaluate your moral compass, bro, because you're doing all that for the wrong reasons. It's your uncle talking. And women, stop it. Stop coming through.
Stop talking to us.
Stop coming through. And then now we got social media. Now you're on social media. You at your son's event, and your baby father is there with his wife or his girlfriend. And you putting up videos and you talking and you in the place to be. Yeah, we cool like that, but are you really? You're not cool like that. You just want to be petty and just want to be there. Ladies, have you ever done that?
I've been invited to a few other exes. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll pass.
Now, certain situations, of course, like birthdays, and I gotta come through. It's a public place, but back to what we were originally talking about. I do believe that the wife or the husband trumps everyone. Mm-hmm. The baby, the mother of the baby mother or the mother of the child, the ex-wife, even if the ex-wife have the kids, and the family acknowledges the ex-wife with the kids without acknowledging the brand new wife.
What if nobody's married and they just all have kids? Like he got 3 baby moms and one baby mom got 3 kids, but then there's the first baby mom who has 1 kid, and then the second baby mom who got 2 kids.
Right.
Because there's a hierarchy with that. I've seen women
Yeah.
be like that. They'll be like,
I'm the first
I
baby
got
mama.
more kids, so my needs are more important than theirs. And then the first baby mom was like, well, I'm always the first baby mama,
Right.
so I'm da-da. These people don't even be married.
I
They just be having mad kids.
Right.
And then one
Yeah.
baby mom feel like she more important than the other
Yeah.
one.
Nah,
Baby
I-
mama
Girl.
hierarchy.
Yeah, baby
Girl,
mama
sit
are
down.
right. No, and
And they get with them to be like, I'm going to have more kids than the other one has.
well, in that,
They
in that,
do that.
in that,
It's happening.
In that,
That's why you see like 1, 2, 4.
right. In that particular
Crazy.
Barbie Cologne, in that particular situation,
He go back
and-
to the first one, have another one.
right. In that particular in that particular scenario, that means everybody's looking like a fool, and it cancels
right.
everyone out.
Right.
Because there is no art.
Everybody
Crazy.
look
It's not,
crazy.
everybody
Is
looking
Is there,
crazy.
is there not?
No, it's
Is
not.
there not? And then not if they circled back and
In
double
their
dipped to the
mind, it
first
is.
one.
All right. I tell you what. Let's
I
take
think the number is important.
let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Who he love more if he got 3 by 1 and he only had 1 by you?
I think it was just she was just giving up the cookies. You know,
Was
more.
that
That's
it?
That's what
Or
it
he
was,
loved
baby.
her more?
AWOL DJs.
Okay, we are back. 31 minutes, 52 minutes after the hour. Welcome back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up, team, Senny, J, Barbi Cologne. Where you get your morning started, right? Barbie, what they saying in the chat room?
Just a lot of good. Let me see. Good mornings. Oh, getting back to the missing the flights. Vanessa said it's too much of a hassle to miss a flight. I definitely agree with that. To try to book a new flight and catch the next one, or you may get stuck somewhere. John Greer said my family wouldn't invite the ex without asking me first. That's definitely what you should be done. You definitely should check with the ex or with the current man or woman before you start inviting the ex over.
Hold, whoa.
He said his family would not invite his ex without asking him first.
I think that's appropriate.
Very appropriate. Because you don't know what kind of relationship he and I had.
Yeah,
And
see?
you just inviting people over. I may hate his guts or vice versa.
Yeah, that's...
Fireworks might pop off. They ain't gonna be the ones we see in the sky either.
I think that's very appropriate for the family to ask the husband
Right.
or the lead character in this situation. Is it okay?
Absolutely.
Instead of saying, hey, your ex is coming.
Mm-hmm.
What saying anything else?
Comedian Fitz said they're all stupid.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's
Facts.
the baby mothers. That's stupid. Fig, I'll call you after the show. Yeah, all 16 baby mothers, and there's no there's no rank there. It's just looking crazy.
Who said this? The Godfather of Soul. What's this Godfather of Soul? He said, I agree with Shawn. Exes shouldn't be going. Oh, that was John Greer. He said, I agree with Shawn. Exes should not be going to family functions.
Yeah, ex is not. I totally no. Even though I've been to functions, Barbie Cologne, where the baby father was there, the husband knew it, and it still looks. Even though it was a celebrate, whatever it was, this was still kind of weird because that baby father is coming through like by himself. Like, if you come through like that, come with somebody at least. If it's like hire a chick, like, dude, just don't roll. Like, I think it's inappropriate to do that. Huh? Just stay away. And, that's it. That's all they're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, what's going on? It's the Memorial Day weekend, Cindy, before we get into that. Barbie, what's Memorial Day all about?
Memorial Day, memorializing this veteran. Memorial Day was first observed on May 30th, 1868. And it was first known as Decoration Day. It was proclaimed by John A. Logan of the Grand Army, and it was honoring the Union, the Civil War, the veterans who died in the Civil War. Right. The Civil War was the deadliest war in American history, with an estimated 620,000 American troops who lost their lives to the war. Let me see what else we have here. That's pretty much about the gist of Memorial Day.
Yeah, well, you know, those are those fallen soldiers, and shout out to everyone in the military for fallen soldiers. They celebrate this weekend for you guys. And okay, now say let's move on. No, and I said that. No, I don't mean I'm not being disrespectful. I just think that we shouldn't. Like now, we live in an age where I don't even know why we've been fighting like that. They got technology, they got drones out there. I don't think we should be sparing any life to go out there and fight for any cause like that. And you replace those with 45,000 drones, and then y'all just duke it out. But to run around fighting over the the lands and the countries and governments, to me doesn't make any sense at all. That's just for me. Senny, what else is all right? God bless you, Senny. On turned up to
Ukraine. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to Ukraine. I don't want that flight.
Not at all. That's what
I'll
I
go
can
to
miss.
Ukraine. I'll just take my baby mothers out there. It's like,
Sure, man.
settle this.
It's not.
Senny, what's going on? What's happening?
There's a lot of stuff going on. I guess I'll just give you a mix
Senny,
right
before
now.
you do that, but I know I asked Barbi how was her weekend. How was your weekend, Senny?
It was good. It was my daughter's birthday. Shout out to all
Let's
of you
clap.
guys
Yes,
who gave her birthday shout outs and everything like that. So it was a good weekend. I went to Kalahari Water Park, had a good time. So it was good. It was a fun-filled weekend. I didn't go to any barbecues, though. I was invited to like 3 of them, but I didn't get to make it to any of them. But it's fine.
Barbi, before she goes move on, I text Senny the other day. I go, listen, we're not coming in on Monday. Well, I mean, we already talked about that. But I texted her, she immediately texted me back. I'm drunk as hell. Go ahead, Senny.
You know what? And it's so funny, right? Because
and Barbi Cologne, and cap letters on some neighbor-ish.
I'm drunk as hell.
And Barbi,
But I can hear
Barbi,
it.
I didn't respond. I kept on with my day.
You should have been like, a word, city, a word.
No, I'm not entertaining the effery.
it was so funny, too, because I was like, I said it to myself the other day, and I was like, because I had a hangover on Monday, right? Because I had went out on Saturday. And I woke up and it was like 8 something. And I was like, the show. And then I was like, I don't think we're going in today anyway. And then I was like, Shawn didn't even call me or nothing. I was like, yeah. But now that you say that, I have to go back because I don't remember.
I don't think she, right.
I was like, he didn't even hit me up all weekend.
I think she don't.
Because I knew you were going to Orlando, and I was just like, I haven't heard from him. Like, I was at the time, I was like, yo, that's not like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna tell him about himself. So it's so funny that you say that.
Well, Barbi, thank God she didn't send me no nude pics.
He's
Be
like,
like, Shawn, who is this?
Like, oh, Lord.
What you doing?
Hey, Shawn.
It's me, Shawn
Yeah.
Shy.
There was a lot going on. No, and yeah. Oh, yeah. And Saturday, I was in Jersey, and then we had to kill time, so we went to New York, and that was really nice, by like South Street Seaport and all that. And then you can actually go on the ships. They had it. You can walk around on them. So I did that. That was fun. You guys should go do that.
Did it give you? Did you get great memories since that's the last time you've been back to New York since you made your escapade back to New York a year and a half ago?
Yes,
How did you
and
feel about
everything
that?
is so expensive, but it was good. I had a good time, but yeah, it was really fun.
Right.
I haven't been to New York in mad long.
I know.
They got COVID and monkeypox down there, but everything looked fine.
Okay,
so
cool.
Where I
Did it
was
bring
at
back
was
fond
really nice.
Did it bring back fond memories of when you used to go to New York every day?
Yeah,
Continue.
it did. It did.
Did you go down your old block you used to live?
No.
Instigator. Oh, my.
City,
No,
did
I
you go down
didn't.
the block you used to live?
No, I
Shawn
didn't.
is
cool.
such a troublemaker. I promise y'all he is.
It's fine. says.
What you got to say?
Speaking of kids, a father of 33 kids
Hold
clapped.
on a second. Amir, call in. Who's on top of the food chain? The husband or the baby father? Or the wife or the baby mother? Go ahead.
I'm done. The father of 33 kids claps back at social media. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to respond to that. You know why they feel like they have a hierarchy? Because they're like, oh, we don't know if your marriage is going to last, but we have kids. That's forever. That's why they feel like that.
Are those kids really forever?
Right. No. Because once they get 18 or older, they be like, who?
I know a lot of kids, a lot of relationships with mothers, the kids are not even speaking to each other. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop, I can't. But that's where some of it comes from, too.
They do.
Kids are not forever.
Them kids be like,
Them
well,
kids
I'm choosing my mother.
Them kids are not
And
for
they
you.
do.
Hey.
Yeah, well, you have a 50-50 chance.
Right. There you go.
Have a couple of them. That's why you just can't have one. Have a couple of them.
Because the second one, that baby girl may be like,
right.
Daddy be buying me everything I want. You know?
Secure it for yourself.
Right.
A father of 33 kids is clapping back at social media for calling him irresponsible and nasty after his family picture goes viral. Father of 33 children, Demond George, recently posted a family picture on Facebook, which quickly went viral on social media. Soon after, George responded to the backlash of being called irresponsible and nasty by going live on Facebook. He said, pull out game ain't weak. I just don't pull out, says this 34-year-old father. Y'all neighbors got 3 or 4 kids and don't do a mother effing thing for them. Ain't nothing weak over here. My pocket's not weak. He said in the original post of over 20 images of the family in the photo shoot, he captioned it, the legacy will live forever. After thanking his 9 children's mothers for making the shoot possible, he ends the post with 9 missing. It still turned out good. I'm truly blessed, because unfortunately he only had 21 kids available for the picture. The other 9 couldn't make it.
Oh, so those mamas didn't want to be a part of that foolery.
I guess not. I don't know why they didn't show up. Maybe it was scheduling issues.
And how old is he?
He's 34 years old with 33 kids. He has since put his Facebook on private after being dragged on all social media platforms for being weird and disgusting. Many called out the father of 33 for male entitlement and that there'd be no way he would be able to give all those children the attention they deserve as they grow up. One person said, legacy of what? What he has done in life worthy of being kept alive. What has he built for these kids? Oh, what has he done in life worthy of being kept alive? What does that mean? What has he built for these kids? What are the things he has done that will feed whole generations? Nothing. This is just male entitlement and a lack of responsibility. Having 33, another person said, having 33 kids is not a flex nor accomplishment. How can you be a good existing father in these children's homes when you got too damn many? Now, if this was a woman, y'all would be dragging her, calling her all types of names. He went on. I think I have part of his rant on here.
Well, if you have that, it's good. But hold on a second. Everyone, we got the Back to School Book Drive bowling event. That's Sunday, June the 26th, back at the Bar Duns Lane, 37 Nickel Street, Eastern Pennsylvania. Doors open up at noon. We go to 4 p.m. We start at 1 p.m. So doors open up at noon. We start at 1 and we go to 4 p.m. So we're back at it again. Reach out to LaShawn, Oliver, and myself for ticket information. Back to School Bowling. That's June the 26th at the Bar Dun Lane. Now, Senny.
You want to hear his rant?
Yeah, before I hear his, yeah, go ahead. Let me hear his rant.
It's about 40 seconds, but I don't know what he's going to say.
Thank God for Jesus.
When I go to the bank, I'll shut you whole ass niggas down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, baby mamas, y'all don't think about that money because I'm broke. Remember that. I'm always tell you I'm broke.
He said he had $20,000 on the floor of his truck.
Hold on, let me hear.
But motherfucker, I got 4 accounts, motherfucker. 4. And I
That's
keep
okay.
that walk around money just in case I see something I want, I buy it. I buy what the fuck I want. I get what I want. But I always remember, I'm broke.
Hold on a second. Stop for a second.
I am broke.
Stop for a second.
Baby mama, I am broke.
Now hold on. Stop for a second. Stop for a second. This is not. I thought this would for him having what 30. He's 34 and he has 33 kids.
Yeah.
I will almost say that this was should be criminal. It should be, I think, but it's not. It's the women too. This is a 50-50 thing. These baby mothers. How many baby mothers do he have? About two. Got to have at least 15 of them.
Right.
And my whole thing is it's a collaborative effort.
9 baby mothers.
9 baby mothers. So the women have a part to play in this too. I was going to say that it's criminal on his part to have so many children. I'm not judging him. Listen, I got 5 kids and 3 baby mothers. That's average for a black man. The average black man has 2.7 baby mothers and 3.8 kids. The average black man. So I'm not even judging him on that part. I think it's obsessive and almost criminal to have so many children from 34 years old and have 33 kids. But I have to take that back because women play a responsibility. The women that are in his life play. And boy, you can hear the way, and I'm not judging him, but look how this guy's talking. You know what I mean? Like this guy's straight from the hood. So he's like hood squared.
I think they're from Alabama.
And I'm not even mad at him for that. I'm not even judging him. If you live in Alabama, you have especially southern part of Alabama. Those look all the kids. They got T-shirts on.
A few of them missing. This was 21 of them.
Like he literally has like
that's what he posted on social media.
Like he literally has like an elementary school.
Right. He got a whole school.
But are we? I know. He posts that, and people are going to share their opinions and their thoughts about him, about his life and his situation. He knows he's going to get that. But the baby mothers have a part to do with this, too. So you can't, if you're going to criticize him and judge him, you have to get into these 9 baby mothers, too. What are their mental capacity? What's going on with their lives that they know that this man has all these children, and they keep having children by this guy? So it's not his fault. 50% of it is. And 50% are the 9 women that he's dealing with. Now, if they're going on, he says it. I'm broke. I love him for this because he's being honest. So that's even makes it more disturbing, Barbie Cologne, that a man
I think
yells
he was
out.
Being sarcastic when he said that, Shawn.
Okay. Well, say he's not.
Right.
If a man says he's broke and a woman deals with him, then you
get what you get.
Yeah,
she knew what she was getting.
You take part of that responsibility, but at least he was honest.
Right. Absolutely.
A lot of women and a lot of men, we date and we find out later on that the partner has no money. Mm-hmm. At least he's straight up saying he has no money, and there's no way in hell that this man, especially the times that we live in today, can hide all these children.
No,
so
sure
you
can't.
know. So as a woman, you know, like baby mother number 7, you knew he already had 18 kids.
Right.
You knew that. And he was broke. And he was in Alabama.
And he want to take care of them.
And he gonna do whatever he can. And he want 3 more babies from you. So if it's
people sometimes all the time don't know that.
So when you go on social media, and I don't know why he had to shut his Facebook page down, because everyone's getting on him
because he couldn't take it. Of course
know,
you're gonna put something else like that.
Right.
You saw how he was ranting.
Yeah,
he
but
was
what I'm
mad.
saying
He
is-
was
but
aggressive. I hope therapy is involved for everybody involved.
But I'm just saying, I hope in this criticism of his posts and these people saying so many negative, bad things about him, I hope that in this thread that there was some responsibility for the women as well, because they play a part in this.
They definitely do.
They have a choice.
I definitely would say
This is not like, I can see if this was a Nick Cannon situation where there was monies involved, lots of money and a lot of liquid property, and there's a lifestyle. This is a regular guy in Southern Alabama. No disrespect to the regular guys in Southern Alabama. May you have my condolences for being in the situation you in down there, especially if you in the hood and you not being productive and you not making no money. So the woman has a lot there's a lot. This is not his fault. 34 years old, 33 kids.
You're not going to sit here and say that he doesn't have, first of all,
he knew what he was
have
doing,
a responsibility, but the women have a part to play in this as well, and y'all can't tell me that that's not the case.
No,
the part that they have to play is that they decided to have kids. That's fine. They don't have to listen, if you're going to put all your business out there, that is disgusting. You're having all of this unprotected sex, all these people. You're still a young man.
And that,
okay?
And apply
you
that
haven't
to
got
the
to
women
where
as well. Apply that to the women as well. They are
yes,
young.
Sean,
they are having
but you can't.
so
but
you
you can't
to
sit
both.
here. Yes,
you have to.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes,
To,
you can
but
sit
you-
here and
if you-
apply it to both.
But sure,
but
she's
if
saying
he's
him
being
because he-
deceptive, you can't say all the time that somebody knows all the kids that somebody has.
Right.
Cologne, if
You don't
someone
know that.
has
You're telling me-
27 kids.
Yes.
We're gonna know.
At least he got you.
And he's a truck. And he's a truck driver.
Oh,
so
he's
he
a
could be
whore.
going to different states doing this. Just because he was able to get them all in one location to take a legacy family picture doesn't mean that they were all in the same vicinity when he did this. And it's probably why 9 of them didn't even show up.
Well.
So please,
still in all,
men know what
women-
they're out here doing. But
women
a
have
lot
a
of the time,
responsibility
yes,
as
you're
well.
right. They do.
I hear what you're saying.
No,
and
you
I'm
don't.
listening
You
to
don't.
it.
You're
But
not.
women
You're not
have
listening
a
to it.
responsibility. How many
Yes,
women are out there
you
that know
do
that
have
the
a
man has 4
responsibility.
baby mothers, he got 9 kids, and they still get pregnant?
Sean,
So
a
there's
woman is pregnant for 9 months. She can only produce so much. Okay, so while she's over there baking her kid, he's over here having 7 more.
Right.
So the responsibility is on
Just so
him.
they may
He's
not
the one
know.
going out doing it. Just because he finds somebody unsuspecting doesn't mean that she's all complicit in everything that he got going on.
Women have a choice.
Whatever.
Women have choices.
Whatever. Then you can
that's
say
good.
that with everything.
Women have
You can say that with
choices.
everything then.
Women
Then
have
everything
choices.
is going to make 50-50. So
Women
so
have
you over here
choices.
talking about people going over
Women have
women
choices,
being
yes.
going over to the
I don't
ex's house,
understand.
men go over to the ex's house too. So then every conversation
Exactly.
is just going to be
But-
that.
but
But I
women
think the
have
onus
choices.
should be on the man
Nope.
because he's the one out here
Nope.
procreating and he's the one
Nope.
9 times out of 10 that is approaching the woman
Women-
to have sex with her.
And women still
stop.
have. And women still.
So stop.
it's women
So
still,
stop.
And
So
women
stop.
still have
Yes,
the
they
choice.
have the choice. But
Women
if
still
you're
have
going
the
out
choice.
there, if you're
You
going
can
out there
talk all
dishing
that
it
you
out
want.
to all these people,
still-
then what do you expect?
See, and the sad part about this conversation is I agree with you. But what I'm saying is women still have the choice. What else you got?
They do have
What
the
else you
choice,
got?
but some women are very unsuspecting. I would say that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
I
you. And
definitely say that.
especially
But
if
now,
you're a truck
in this
driver
case-
and you're
Right.
going from
No.
city to city to city,
nah.
you know,
Stay.
and that's what you're doing.
You still got a choice.
Sure,
And he
but-
had a choice
You
too.
still got
And
a
he
choice.
had a choice to
And
put
he
on a
had a
condom and he
choice,
decided
right.
not to. You would think somebody
lot-
that knows that they have 20
And a
kids
lot
out
of-
there that he would want to stop having unprotected sex.
And
So it seems like this is something that he wants to do.
And
It
there's-
seems like he wants to have a tribe. He wants to have his seed out there. He wants to do all this stuff. A woman can only have
And
so
a-
many
and a
babies,
lot of-
even if she wants to be complicit in whatever
And-
he wants to do.
And a lot of women
So
are having
please.
babies without vetting the father too. So it's a lot of that.
Anyways,
Go ahead. There's a lot
keeping
of
it
that.
on the children
We
train.
could go back and
Children
forth
are
with that
being
one.
left unattended at casinos, which is an issue throughout Pennsylvania. This is how one local casino plans to address this problem. Especially being here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where we have Wind Creek Casino, it is an issue. Children being left by themselves at casinos while their parents go to gamble. A minor, an underage child, has been left unattended at a casino parking lot, hotel, or even a food court, but somewhere where the parent has chosen to go in and gamble and leave them alone for a period of time. Says Doug Harbach, who's the director of communications for the State Gaming Control Board. He says there's an uptick since COVID lockdowns were lifted, and they want to deal with it. Excuse me, just at Wind Creek in Bethlehem alone, 268 children have been left unattended in 147 instances from 2018 to 2021. From 2021 to April 2022, there were another 43 instances. We're seeing it throughout the state. It's just too many. Certainly at Wind Creek, because they have a large hotel attached, they're seeing children left in hotel rooms, which of course is not acceptable. At other properties, it's more in cars and parking garages, service lots. To deal with it, Wind Creek submitted a mitigation plan to the control board. The plan includes new signage and increased security. They're also ramping that up to make sure outside interests such as police are aware of things that are going on. Also, that they're making sure their team members are looking for and are really trained to look for these individuals. just as they're trained to look for people who have a problem with gambling or an issue with alcohol.
Well,
For parents caught leaving their children, the consequences can vary. You will likely face some penalties like exclusion from the casino for life, usually put on the exclusion list. For Pennsylvania, you can also face charges.
all right, hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi. But yeah, well, if you're leaving your kids at the casino, then that's a criminal act. And if you forget about Gamblers Anonymous, you need to go to jail. If you're doing that, there's something wrong with you. You have to go to jail. There's no intervention. There's no meetings. There's none of that. You're leaving your kid and go to the slot machine, and you're gonna still lose your $100.
Not $100.
And you're going down here to Wind Creek. I get it. The parking garage is cool, even on the nice days. It's very protected in there. I get it. But and then you go, you might have, you got with the technology we live in today. You put you call your kid through the phone, and you all right, and I get it. But it's a criminal act. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi.
Good morning. I'm just happy to be here.
Good morning. Hey, Ralph.
Senny made that face. Everybody, Mr. Sensational.
No,
because he makes sense. Because he always makes sense when he calls in.
No, I'm excited to hear
Ralph.
from Ralph.
That facial expression didn't say that.
I understand what Senny is saying, but let me ask Senny and Barbi a question. If a man approached you and he said he had 10 kids, are you dealing with him?
No.
Exactly. So that goes to prove Shawn's point.
Not really.
The women also play a part in this situation, because there are women out there that have enough sense that'll be like, no, I'm not dealing with this man with 10 kids, and I'm definitely not having no more kids by this man. So it is a choice of the women to also say or deal with this man. Trucker, I don't care what he does. At the end of the day, if you know, unless he's just lying to the women, and God forbid, unless he's raping them or he's lying to them, they are also making the choice of having these kids.
And that's why we said if they knew.
Kids. So Shawn has a point of the women do play a part. Senny, you make it sound like a man just talking to a woman is just like he's a master manipulator, and he's just magically just telling these women whatever they want to hear and then having kids. They still have to make the choice of having the kid with this man.
My friend, thank you. I appreciate you. Because that is, there are special circumstances. I definitely, and I'm sitting here agreeing with this young lady. But the problem is, there's this fantasy world that sometimes Senny falls into, and I'm not mad at you for that. But there are some realities in the situation, and that's what this is. Yes, rape, lying, straight lying where you don't know and you're deceived about it, I get it. But if you're willingly knowing this, then there's a choice as well. And on the same token, sometimes, Senny, I'm concerned with you because I think you don't have the ability. I think you don't trust women making decisions. I really do have a concern with you with that. Because go ahead, Rel, continue on. We're going to let you go.
Yes, I almost have missed a flight because I had a connecting flight. And my first flight was late, so this is why I don't do connecting flights if I don't have to. I do straight flights. I look like OJ running through the airport, trying to get to my connecting flight because I almost missed it in Miami coming from DR. This is the first time I flew to. That was the first time I flew to DR. I never booked a connecting flight ever again.
But how did you feel? I said that
paranoid because one. I really didn't have money like that at the time. So trying to get another flight, if it would have cost me, I was paranoid. My anxiety was through the roof because I had to literally get from customs to the other side of the airport. The gate was so far.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it. I didn't have a roller bag. I had the duffel bag. So that's heavy on you. You trying to bust maneuvers. It looked crazy. And I will never do a connected flight again, but I made my flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, and speaking of that, like we're going down to Antigua, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was offered a connecting flight coming out of Newark, right? Well, but there was a straight flight out of JFK. So I said to my wife, she said, why we don't fly out of Newark? I said, we're not connecting. We are going to take a straight flight because of these particular reasons that you talk about. You are at the mercy, especially if you book a flight, Rel, and you fly a lot. If you book a flight and that connecting flight is like that one window, like you have you have that hour window,
Right.
You're cutting it real
And they
close.
don't give you enough time, especially if you have international flights, to go to customs, pick up your things, get checked, all that good stuff, and then get to the next flight. They don't give you enough time. It's crazy. That's how people almost miss their flights.
Yeah, Marlene, even if you can't believe that all these women knew that didn't know, some of them did.
Some of them knew.
Some of them knew
Right.
it.
Ain't no way
There's
that man
some
had
of them
20-something
knew it.
kids, and none of them knew.
It's impossible, especially the times we live in today. 100 years
It's
ago,
very
maybe.
possible. It's very
But one or two
How
of
would
these
they
babies,
know? How would they know?
one or two
Tell
of
me
these-
how would they know?
One or two.
How would they know?
Excuse me. One or
How
two.
would they know?
One or two of these babies.
Tell me because it's so easy. How would they know?
One or two of these baby mothers know.
First of all, our intuition gonna let us know something ain't wrong. You know we're not stupid, so we
Hold
gonna
on,
ask questions.
hold on. Let Rel get the last word, and then we're gonna go. Go ahead, Rel.
The only people that didn't know that they was having that man's baby was that sperm doctor that has like 100 kids or something like that.
Right.
He was putting the sperm in.
I watched the documentary the other day.
Those are the only people that didn't know that they was having somebody else's baby.
Yeah. All right, Rel. God bless you, brother. No more connecting flights for him. Cindy, what else?
Women may have not known about everyone, but they knew about some of them.
Yeah, of course. Now,
ain't no way in the world you ain't know about a few of them.
Of course. Now, back to the parents leaving your kids in the Wind Creek Casino, which is literally on a nice day like this is probably a 30-minute walk and a 4-minute drive from here.
Mm-hmm.
You should have your children taken away from you immediately. What are we talking about? Some kind of meetings and counseling and
they
new
have a
policy.
mental illness. They are they have an addiction.
You do.
They need help.
You do, and just like any person that are addicted to drugs and alcohol, they take them kids away. This is no different. Take these babies away from folks that are parking the car in the Wind Creek parking lot or any casino parking lot in this country and immediately take these kids away. Because if you're doing that, you're willing to do anything to go into a casino and play those slots.
Yeah, you think the casino want to lose those people? They're the ones keeping the casinos alive. And you know what?
Or put a daycare center in the
yeah,
casino.
but that would be the casinos caring or giving a damn. But they don't. They just want you to spend your money. It's a simple thing to do. Half of these casinos are in resorts. Okay. But no, they know that you're going to book a room because that's safer than leaving them in the parking lots or whatever. So they want them to book a room, put your kid in there, and they're going to deal with it. Because a lot of the times when these things happen, they're not calling the police. They're just handling it in-house. That's why you don't hear about it a lot. Right. So it's really, what is the mentality of these casinos?
Barbi, what they saying in the chat room? And my whole thing is...
Breaking news, Lee Scott and April's having another baby.
What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Oh, my gosh. Y'all really doing the 202.
Right, they doing that sheep mambo for real. Okay, Lee. Yes.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Yo, bro, you're
That's how you got to do it. Knock them out.
Bro,
right,
hold on. Bro, you're paying for the next baby shower we have in here, bro. I'm not paying for that again, bro. I'm not paying for that.
You get one out of us, that's it.
I'm not paying for that baby shower again. You send this money up here so we can celebrate again, bro. I'm not doing that again.
Sure, you went straight to, I ain't paying for.
Big ass face of April and Lee in here with the big chair.
That was fun.
Let's clap for that.
Anybody else having a baby in here?
Congratulations, brother. Yeah, keep it going and keep it pushing.
Keep them kids.
Have them kids
over here.
Have them,
Pump them out.
Have them back to back.
That's right. Knock them out. Get them over with. They could be close.
After that, let's congratulate our beloved, beloved nephew,
Congratulations,
Lee Scott.
April.
Yay!
You a family man for real, bro.
Yes,
for
this
real.
is so exciting.
Damn.
I love it.
We know they working.
Yes, all that staying home. Hitting the news, Monique calling out DL Hughley after an alleged contract dispute over the weekend. During the comedy explosion at the Fox Theater in Detroit, Michigan, Monique took aim at DL Hughley over an alleged contract dispute regarding Monique headlining the show. Supposedly, when Monique took the stage, she centered her performance around the dispute she had with DL Hughley. She said that's what the mother effing contract says. Monique is to be the last mother effing person on the. Sorry, I was about to curse.
It's hard to catch yourself.
The contract says Monique is to be the last mother effing person on the stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the contract for. Monique expressed to the audience in different clips that have surfaced online. Mo can be heard calling DL a coon and a bitch neighbor. She even appears to make a comment on his sexuality, saying, "Your name is DL. What the F does it stand for? How far are you bending over?" She concluded her rant by making it clear that he messed with the wrong one. DL has since responded to Mo's comments with an Instagram post. He said, he put up on his Instagram, he put up a picture of Precious and said this, I mean, Precious's mother. And he said, all you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night and you'll see who's confused, said DL. Against my better judgment over the objections of my team and 4 other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance and work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. At some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. Lesson learned, I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder who's next. And he signed it, Daryl Lynn Hughley. So I guess that's what the DL stands for.
Right.
So, people took to social media and stuff. And then DL went on, and in his stories, he posted, I guess, like a show rundown of like how long each performer was going to be on stage and like basically like a show production list of how it's supposed to go. And he also posted, and it had his name as going on last. And it also he also showed the flyer, which says DL and Monique as like both being, can you have 2 headliners?
Yes, you can.
Okay, well.
All right, first of all, I want to say something.
But it's like the one who goes last, like the main.
Yeah. But did you see?
You have 2? I mean, I don't know.
She had a rebuttal. She posted the original contract. And then he came back, was like, nope, check the dates. I was like, oh, they were showing receipts. It got messy over the weekend.
I want to say there's 2 announcements I want to make. One, 3 announcements real quick.
Okay.
Father's Day Comedy Jam with Earthquake. That's Hamburger. I wish we had.
Speaking into existence.
That's right. Hamburger. That's June the 19th at the Iron Mill. Also the Back to School Drive on the 26th down at the
Bar Down Lane.
At the Bar Down Lane. I came here, Barbi. I got an announcement to make. I told Barbi this morning. Speaking, we talking about comedy before we get into this comedy. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my first live stand-up taping in October.
Yay!
Congratulations,
That's Clara.
That's so exciting.
It's going to be in New York City, October. I give you the date. Lights, camera, action, and production. That's in October.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now, let's get to these jokes. Okay?
Yeah, what's going on?
Let's get to the jokes. DL Hughley and Monique are iconic in urban comedy. No disputes about it. They're funny and their numbers are up. And I give the ultimate respect to DL Hughley first in a sense because DL Hughley's out in these streets all the time doing stand-up. This is a multi-millionaire. He could go and just do tours and get paid on the weekend. DL Hughley still does comedy clubs and shows. Sometimes he's even at Salsa con Fuego in the Bronx. Yo, I respect this man for that. Monique, I respect Monique because back in the day, she's been doing comedy for 30 years. I believe she's funny as hell. That's my personal opinion and my professional opinion with these two stand-up comedian, iconic urban comedians. Mm-hmm. But let's stick with the jokes.
Right.
What does a contract issue has to do with anything? And if you're beefing, why you got to take all that to the stage? Where's the funny in it? Because you assassinated his character or he said something to you? Well, is this the beef to sell more tickets? Is that what this is about? Because she sounds ridiculous and then he's rebuttaling to it. Like, this is crazy. And then there's a lot of A-listers out here that are catching it in the face. They're not funny because they're not in these streets grinding. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of A-listers out here that's doing whack-ass specials.
Ooh,
Yes.
who, Sean, who?
Because I'm not mad at you because you put that work in.
Netflix these Shawn Harvey.
You put that work in. I'm not mad at you, but now you're comfortable. So you're not rocking like you should because you might be out of touch a little bit. All you A-listers, comedians, come back down here to where we at and bang them out every night. Get that funny back up. Monique, the only thing you have to come out of your set, and Monique, was you even funny that night? Did you rip the room? Because if you're ripping the room, why the hell are you talking about D.L. Hughley?
Did she even do the set?
Like, what did you do? Like, why? So the only thing that we're talking about, that's why I said, are we doing it for the ticket sales?
Right.
Because the only thing we're talking about is you disrespecting this man. And he's coming back at you. Where those jokes at? What? Let's be funny.
Right, I can't
It's no way that we should be talking. We should be like, yo, everybody's like, yo, Monique was funny. Well, let's get these tickets. A headliner? How much time was you supposed to do? Who cares? There's a lot of folks. There's some headliners out there. I seen headliners bomb on stage because all the feature acts was ripping. You shouldn't even worry about that. Yeah, you are a true headliner because see, the difference between Monique and D.L. Hughley and me is they're headliners. So when you put their name on there, people come to see them. I'm a closing act for now.
For now, that's right.
That's the difference. But you still got to bring that smoke, and that's what I appreciate about DL. DL is always out in these streets doing stand-up. Is there a problem? That might be a point there. Like Monique always have problems with different celebrities in the game. Monique, you are one of the funniest comedians to me.
They both was getting 45 minutes.
45 minutes to Monique and DL Hughley is like doing 3 minutes for a New Jack.
I don't see what the problem is.
It take them 10 minutes to get through the hellos. 45 minutes. Shawn Harvey could do 45 minutes. 45 minutes is nothing to a veteran comic. Mm-hmm. Just do your time. So what if you're the headliner? He went on before you or you wanted to close out the show. That's not the problem. The problem is these headliners better watch it because these feature acts are out here ripping.
Mm-hmm, because they hungry.
I don't think that's the last thing any headliner should be worrying about. That's why a lot of headliners don't put fire in front of them. They don't put real funny comedians in front of them because a lot of them can't follow all the acts before them. But it's the headliner label that have people come out and they still love them. There's nothing wrong with that. Monique, I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Let's just focus on these jokes.
Right.
Listen, Monique, and I don't know what the pressure is. I think Monique is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty, she's nice and thick. I mean, I'll smash her.
Man, as long as my check clear, I wouldn't care what if I went on first, second, third, fourth.
Right, but the object of the game is to be funny.
Right.
Where's the punchline? So Monique, what's the punchline? Bitch ass neighbor, DL.
How far you been over?
Like, so those are the punchlines? No, we don't want to hear that.
Girl, sit down.
Get back to these jokes. And then what happens? What if y'all both go on stage and DL goes before you and rip the room and you bomb after them? That happened with Steve Harvey and Cat Williams. Steve Harvey was talking mess about Cat Williams. They did a show somewhere in Detroit. And Steve Harvey was like, yo, I'm that dude, which he is. And Cat Williams destroyed the room after him. I mean, before him. And Steve got on stage and was nothing. Couldn't do nothing. Y'all better watch it. Y'all better work on, and it's from A-lister to New Jack. Work on your jokes.
Work on your jokes.
Work on the jokes. You're doing too much. D.L. Hughley is funny as hell. I would like to see them like mud wrestle or something like that. He's a small guy. She got them big ass titties.
Oh goodness.
I would love to see that.
Show it.
Both of you. And A-listers, man, get back to work.
Get back to the funny.
Get back to the funny, because a lot of y'all catching it in the face right now. Earthquake, the comedian Earthquake, I keep saying his name. Yeah. Earthquake, he did a half-an-hour special on Netflix. It was, for me, it was unbelievable. It was funny. He got to the point. He was in Washington, D.C. He was in his hometown. He showed his hometown a little bit of love, and he got right into them jokes. He did a half an hour, the best special out of all these headliners right now this year. Work on your jokes.
Good. Yeah.
Knock all this off. Knock this off. Because it's very shocking.
Right.
I feel bad for Monique because I just feel like everybody, you know, I want to be on your side because she made it seem like she was blacklisted for all this time and nobody was trying to listen to her and all this other stuff. And you just get put on 50's show and it seems like it's going to be a good look, whatever's going on. And then it's like you're back in with drama again. And it seems like it could be you that's the problem, but it's like you don't want to make it seem like that. So I don't know, girl, get it together. Maybe you need to stay out the gym and just go back to how you were.
Yeah,
you losing weight and losing your mind.
Right,
yeah, you fighting with everybody.
Right.
You are a hilarious comedian,
and it's
lady.
always something going on with a contract. Like who's looking over your contract? Like that's what got into your beef with Oprah and Tyler Perry because your contract said that you wasn't supposed to do any more promotion for your movie and all this other stuff. Like
knock it off.
What is going on? You got a lawyer, girl? You need some help over there?
You could be the headliner, but and these type of situations happen. These headliners start feeling themselves, and then you catch that smoke. Right at the show when all these other comedians are ripping foot before you. I was, and I'll tell you the story real quick, and I shared it before. A major headliner. I ain't even gonna say his name because I work in this profession. A major headliner reached out to me. I mean, an A-lister Barbi Cologne, we all know him. And said, yo, I want you to work with me at Caroline's for the weekend. 5 shows. All the shows were sold out, Barbi. And I shared the story for the new folks to listen. 5 shows, Caroline's. All the shows were sold out. It was promoted by 105, Charlemagne's, the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Industry in the building, Barbi Cologne's crazy. And I was just listening to the headliner's interview on the radio, and he called me like after the interview. He actually called. I thought it was I thought I was getting pranked. You're Shawn, I want you to, do these shows, and you're gonna get this amount of money. Barbi Cologne, major money.
Okay.
Like paying your rent for 3 months straight type of a money.
All right now.
At one shot. But Barbi, guess what the headliner told me?
What'd he say, Shawn?
He said, you can't do none of your jokes.
What?
You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. You can't really basically talk about nothing.
So what you supposed to do, just go and stand on stage and be still?
And he goes, I want you to get me 2 New Jack comedians to go on before you. And they can't do certain jokes either. He goes, the headliner goes, don't talk about your family, don't curse, don't talk about relationships, don't talk about. He said, just talk about where you're from.
That's what jokes about.
Right.
Everyday life.
Now I'm thinking to myself, this is major industry in the building. So you said it in 5 shows in Caroline's. I've done Caroline's literally 75 times in my comedy career. I've done it where there was no one in the building, and I've done Caroline's where it's sold out, packed, rammed. What the headliner was doing, Barbie Cologne, was setting me up to fail.
Absolutely. So he could look better. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I declined the job.
I would have to.
You are not going to make me look crazy in these streets in front of all the industry as hard as I work at stand-up.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these headliners are doing that because they want to control the narrative.
And it's crazy because if you that funny, why you worrying?
Why you worrying about all that?
Right. Why you worried the person before you? If you're so funny, bring your funny.
Monique, stop. Knock it off, Monique. You funny as hell. Now, it doesn't matter if he closed you the headliner. Stop it. Just be funny. Right. How many times have we been to concerts and we saw our beloved singers and they had horrible sets? What else, Senny? Knock it off.
Totally horrible. Talk about falling asleep on the job. And an airline fires a pilot after he was suspected to have fallen asleep while flying the plane, triggering a terror alert during a 10-minute communications blackout. A pilot was fired. He apparently fell asleep at the controls whilst flying a passenger plane, causing a communication blackout and a terror alert. The flight was with Italian airline ITA Airways, and it was departing from New York to Rome, but there was no response from the plane for 10 minutes when it was flying over French airspace. This sparked concern with French authorities, who warned Italian authorities that the Airbus A330 could be hostage to terrorist hijackers. ITA speculated that the captain and the co-pilot had fallen asleep for a short time while at the controls in the cockpit. The co-pilot was within their rights to take a controlled rest, which is permitted under a certain protocol, but the captain should have been awake during this period. The pilot denied any wrongdoing and claimed there was a failure in the communication system, which meant he couldn't reply to French authorities. French authorities had alerted 2 of its fighter jets to prepare to fly next to the aircraft to see what was happening in the cockpit. After Italian authorities were warned about a potential terror attack on the plane, they contacted the airline, which tried to reach the pilots via their satellite telephones. Both pilots replied after a 10-minute silence, and French authorities lifted the terror alert. The plane arrived in Rome 20 minutes ahead of schedule. And yeah, they're saying the pilot was dismissed from his job after an investigation found his behavior was not in compliance with procedure during the flight and after landing. So, yeah.
Senny,
Don't be falling asleep on the job.
Once again, congratulations to let's clap for Lee Scott. Let's clap for my nephew.
So happy. Babies are so excited.
So we need a
So save all your stuff.
We need a second baby shower. We're going to make that happen.
That's what I did. And when I found out I was pregnant again, I saved all my clothes because I didn't know if I was having a girl or not again.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you have to save that stuff. And then
Lee, are you guys saving the clothes? So, Senny, if he just announced that she's pregnant, like, so how does that work? Like, when what is this? This is May the 31st, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got to pay their rent tomorrow and mortgage.
Word.
Senny, when do we do the baby shower again? How does that work? Because how did we do it the last time? Is it 2 months before that she?
Yeah, a couple months before.
So where would that land us?
We'll
Before you get into that story, explain where that land us. Word play. Senny, so if it's May 31st going into June, when do we have the second baby shower? What would that be?
I don't know, like in November.
November?
Yeah, when's your due date? Well, it depends on how far along she is. Did you guys wait 3 months before you decided to tell anyone? So has she been pregnant?
And Senny, right? And Senny, what's the safe window time for a woman to conceive again from having the previous baby? What window time is that?
No, they just say wait 6 weeks.
So after 6 weeks, you can literally have another baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Some people get pregnant right after. That's why they tell you to wait 6 weeks because your uterus is still like open, flowing, like accepting all visitors.
I didn't know.
So yeah, that's why they tell you, because you want to, your uterus is, you got to give that thing a rest a little bit.
See, I didn't know that. So 6 weeks you got to wait, and then you can have another baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that November? Is that what's this?
Let's see, May,
June, July, August,
yeah,
September.
do the math. We're in June technically.
All right, so we have another baby shower in November.
Look, I thought she wasn't having one. Show ass.
Yeah, we gotta have one.
Yeah.
And Senny, I think we need some new pictures because I think if they're not in my shed, I think I threw them away.
So you always doing something.
So we might have to need Lee, send us some more pictures. And Senny, where did we get the chair from again?
We rented it from a party place.
How much the hell did that cost?
It was like $150.
You better put
And we might have to have delivery because I had my station wagon last time. I just put it in there. I don't have it again. You're going to have them deliver it. That's like another $75 for them. And gas being how it is.
Right, don't you know how we do our birthdays?
No, Barbi.
Yeah, you can make the wall pretty. That's how we do it. Get some balloons.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we need the chair again.
You don't really need the chair. No, it's different.
And before
new
Barbi,
baby, new theme, Shawn.
But Barbi, the next question: when there's a second baby involved, do women have another baby shower?
It depends on how close they have the baby, and if it's the same, if it's the same gender. If it's a boy, you gotta have a new baby shower because you can't use the same stuff because it's all mostly pink or purple. So you want to get boy thing.
What?
If I have a baby and I have a girl.
Yeah.
And then I get pregnant again within 6 to 8 weeks. So of course the baby gonna be born. They're gonna be close. If I'm having another girl, I probably won't have another baby shower because I should still have most of the stuff from that first baby.
So what are you saying? You're saying if you had a girl and you have another girl, no baby shower?
I mean, some people can, depending on the person. Like I wouldn't because I'm not selfish like that. Because I might have like a diaper party or something like that. But I wouldn't have a full blown out baby shower.
Wait a minute. So it doesn't matter before you get to this story. I just need to know this. I've been to a bunch of baby showers with these kids. I went to 2 baby showers in one night.
Now one night.
My mother when I went. We had to leave the baby shower, for my baby mother, and then we had to go to the other baby mother. So are you saying that if it's depending on the gender, if it's the same gender, no baby shower?
If you have them close in age, then you should still have the same things, but besides Pampers and things like that, like the major stuff. Why people have baby showers to get cribs, strollers, walking hot chairs. You should still have all of that. So you really shouldn't have a full blown out baby. Like you could have like a diaper party or something like that, or a shirt party. You have a theme party.
See, what's your opinion on that? Is that?
I don't know because somebody told me that because I was when my daughter was 2. That's I was pregnant with my son,
right.
And I was like, "Am I supposed to have another baby shower?" Because I had like a lot of stuff, and I don't know who told me. Somebody was like, "No, you're only really supposed to have one." And so I just had one. I didn't have a baby shower.
So
I would have had another one.
So, Senny, let me ask you a question. So, in the case
because I didn't know, because my daughter was only 2, so I was like, I don't know, and I didn't know, at the time that I was gonna be planning the baby shower, I was just like, I don't know if it's taboo, so I just decided.
So, Senny, in the case of Lee in April, should we do another baby shower for them? How does that work?
I mean. Yeah, I mean, we're just having a party. I'm just drinking.
We
so that's fine.
To have a party at
but I'm just saying.
And I attended their virtual baby shower that they had at home. So if they did another one, I would go.
Is it appropriate for a couple to have another baby shower immediately just after having another kid, or is that something that you're not supposed to do? Because I'm still trying to figure this out.
Every situation is different. Like I per se, if I had a girl and I'm gonna have another girl within a year, I would not have another full blown baby shower. Because
But why?
Because I still have the stroller, the high chair, the crib. I still have the major items. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would have like a pamper party. Or something smaller.
Right.
Because I don't need those major items. I just need like
tons of pampers. If it's a girl, I get it.
But if it's a boy, you're gonna need everything because a lot of people. Give you the major items for a girl. Like they'll give you a lot of pink stuff. You can't even put that on your baby boy. You could, but I would. Whatever.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
Okay.
I suffer from severe ADHD.
It's all right. It takes some time.
Now I
it
get
takes
it.
people
so
longer.
Then, let's put a pause on longer.
Sure, Hash.
Something you haven't had in a minute.
Right. It's all right. It's all right.
He wasn't listening to a thing she was saying.
He did. He wasn't. He wasn't.
Baby.
It's all right.
Now,
sorry you had to repeat that, Barbi.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
At least now I know. Some of us need to listen to things 3 or 4 times,
It's okay.
including some of the folks in this room. Now, so then I don't think we should have a baby shower.
The baby is due January 1st, they said.
Dang, Shawn, you ain't right.
Nah, I don't think we should do it because two reasons why. Like Barbi said, like it's another girl, right?
Yeah.
We could do a paper party.
No, hear me out. It's another girl. We gotta get another chair again. It's too soon. Like, what are we doing here?
You don't know what you have in Lee. He over here speaking a boy into existence.
As he should. I hear that, Lee.
No, you can have a beautiful house of queens.
No, he wants some kings too. You know, he want a king up in there too.
Well, that's all up to you, boy. I hope you spoke to your swimmers because the guy determines if it's a boy or a girl.
Right.
So,
Right.
in Jesus' name, talk to your swimmers.
That's right.
And hope they did the job that you wanted them to do.
Right. You got to talk to your sperm, bro.
It's up to
You know
you
what I'm
now. It's all up to you.
Right. He said, "City, go to hell."
April is doing her job. All she can do is provide the home for it. You
And
letting us know what it gonna be, bro.
I hope you haven't been doing anything to yourself recently because that could throw everything off as well. That could
they say
you might have wasted a lot of boys by doing your own thing.
Word. They say the faster sperms are males.
You might have threw up a lot of those boys.
Hope you was Hope you've been drinking water, bro.
Some good clears.
You know what I mean? I don't hope you ain't, throw up them boys while you was sitting in the other room while Crystal was in the back and you went in the bathroom and threw up something out of your slong. You might have threw them boys in the toilet.
Right.
That's the toilet.
Your boys might be on another journey.
Word up. Your boys is down in the Texas plumbing system. All right, see. Now,
they dead.
Chris said his sister 13 years younger than him. His mother definitely had a second baby shower. I definitely would agree.
But that's
13 years. If I had a baby right now, I'll need a whole baby shower because listen, y'all know I don't got nothing.
Right. How old is Alina? She's about to be 1, right?
Yeah,
she's like 9 or 10 months.
I'm gonna make a decision on us having a baby shower.
We got time. We got almost a whole year.
No, we don't, because the way that thing costs, Cindy's right. The gas prices going up. We gotta get another chair. That right? This is making like this.
We're supposed to be having a party for you. Your wedding anniversary is coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna have a party in here. She's gonna come in. My wife's gonna make a grand premiere on this show.
Right. She gotta be here.
She's gonna be here. She's not gonna be.
Or we could just put a pic. We could put her face. You want to get a big face?
Nah, I don't want. I see it.
We'll put it over that one so it could be like you two together. I can see it now with the decoration.
Don't worry. I see her big face every night. Don't worry about it. Now. Lee, most likely we'll have a baby shower again. I don't care. Pilot's falling asleep on the plane. Yeah, normal. But not both of them at the same time.
They both fell asleep?
Yeah, they both asleep.
They lost They're saying it was something with their communication system.
No, they were asleep. They lying.
And Barbie Cologne, why not? Why not? Because if I'm on a flight and I'm on the plane and I want to be asleep if it's time to meet Jesus and crash. I don't want to know.
But I don't want my pilot to be
I don't want no. If he's gonna go to sleep, we're out. And if they're sleeping, I want to sleep. And I want to run into something because I don't want to know what's happening. I don't want that yell. I don't want that 30-second yell. I don't want to know that I'm out of here in 30 seconds with the yell. So yes, sleep. Pilot sleep, crash the plane.
What are they gonna crash into?
I don't know.
They in the sky. They're 30,000 feet up.
Now
that's why they sleep.
Now both of them.
Got too comfortable.
Both of them should lose their license and never fly again.
I agree.
And never again. I don't care. You rehab and
they overwork these pilots.
I don't care what they do. I don't care. I don't care. You
if
have to go.
Stay your ass home.
There's 30 other pilots waiting for your spot.
Right.
You're done. There be no because you're gonna do it again. And
don't risk my life because you sleep.
How many of y'all have been driving home and you do a little? That's all they had. They had a little nod off, but their nod offs are different.
Yeah, but
they nod off cause thousands of people their lives possibly.
Exactly. When we crash, the collateral damage is us and our little family.
A few people.
That's it. It's thousands of people on the plane, and then the plane is just too much. No, they gotta fire those guys.
Oh my gosh.
They gotta go. What else?
Okay, well, I think that's all I have.
This is the NBA Finals, real quick. So we're gonna talk about because it's something big. I'll pause.
The NBA Finals.
Pilots. I remember one time, Senny. I was flying from Rochester, New York back down. I was in Rochester, New York, coming back down here. And we had to get on the plane via the tarmac, right?
Yeah.
Sitting and walking on to the plane. And I'm looking at the pilot. He's in the window. And I wave and he waves. And I'm like, where's the other pilot? I know this neighbor is not flying this plane by himself.
What was wrong with that?
I don't think they're supposed to be flying by themselves on the commercial. You might want to research that. I don't think they're supposed to be flying by themselves.
No, because just in case something happens to the
Maybe
pilot,
you
the
didn't see the
co-pilot
other
takes
guy.
over.
Yeah. Or maybe you didn't see him. Because sometimes the pilots come out and talk to everybody.
Eventually I saw the guy. And then it was weird. I was on another flight and the door was open. No, the plane was small. There was no door. And you see the pilot flying the plane. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the. I think I have a fear. Like, so you think you have enough courage to go to the door and open up that pilot door and see what they see out of that window?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I want to see what's going on out the cabin window. I don't want to see that front view.
Yeah, like all the.
I don't want to see that.
All of the controls and all that stuff. That's cool.
It would be cool to see, right?
Yeah.
It would be cool to see.
I want to sit in the chair, do all of that.
I don't want to fly the plane, but I don't mind, like, looking in, taking a few pictures. Hey, it's cool up here, and I'm going to go sit back in my seat.
Shout out to DJ Tall Guy, Dwayne Stanton. Appreciate you. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. But before we go, I know, sports is big, because we will talk about that throughout the days. It's the NBA Finals now, right?
Yeah.
Who's in the finals?
The Warriors and the Celtics.
And when do they start playing?
Thursday. Thursday the 2nd at 9 p.m. here. So check your local list.
Thursday, 9 p.m. Yes. Barbie, real quick, I just need you to research this before we go.
Okay.
Did the guys, I won the bet.
What bet?
I won the bet over Senny J.
What bet do you guys have?
Welcome to Harvey's house.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
This is where you want to be, baby. You want to be in Harvey's house.
Sure, what are you over here talking about?
You're in District 9. Jesus Christ was born in the X. Put a pause on that.
He yelled at the wall, y'all. He yelled at the wall, y'all.
Harvey won because Senny J said that Brittany Garner would be home before the WNBA season starts. She's still locked up.
I said I thought.
She's still locked up, and I told y'all.
She had a postponement.
I told y'all. Barbie, research that story real quick before we go with Brittany Garner.
She had a postponement to her court date. They pushed it back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Senny said that they was going to release this bride.
Not the bride.
The basketball
I said I thought
Harvey
she should
said-
be back by then.
Harvey said this neighbor is going nowhere. Season started in the beginning of May. Give me a quick update, Barbie. God bless you.
Brittany Garner, everybody knows she's the National Women's Basketball League player. She has been detained in Russia over 100 days now. And it was still with no court date in sight. She did have a court date about a month and a half ago, but it was postponed with no future date in sight that I can see. But the WNBA is still trying to get her home, Shawn.
Please.
It ain't gonna happen.
These people
I'm
ain't
sorry
doing
to
nothing.
say, and Tall Guy makes Dwayne he makes a good point. Yeah, of course we know the Russians are racist. Of course, we get that. That is so true. No debate about that. But unfortunately, young lady Senny, I won the bet. You're not going to see this young lady, and unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this. She's going to miss the whole WNBA season. And that's why they holding her at this point. Yep, racism. And also because they know she's a professional black basketball player. But at the same time, we all sympathize with her, Barbie Cologne.
Yeah.
But you can't bring no weed to the airport. You can't bring your little vape pipe.
Sad.
You got your weed lips.
Not the weed lips, Shawn.
You got the hair. You got the weed smell in your dreads. And you try to go through the checkpoints of the Bolsheviks.
It was only a little bit of oil.
little bit of oil.
Weed oil.
Barbie clone, I stopped using oil.
You ass you showing? Let me see your ankles.
Barbie, thank you. All right, guys. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't enjoy the show. Put a number 1, guys, if you enjoyed the show. Free Britney. They don't even say that no more, right?
Right. Free Britney, y'all.
They're not free Britney.
Yeah, it's even apparent. It still works for today. Free Britney.
Right. Free
All right.
Britney.
Everybody, free Britney. God bless you, Britney. I hope they're feeding you. I hope you're okay. I think before we go, I think they should give her like a few hours of basketball, like layup, like
some practice.
give her some practice, like some layup lines or something like.
She can stay on her game.
Yeah, let Britney go outside
Right.
in the courtyard and do some layups. All right, guys, we out of here. We see you tomorrow. Let's go. And this is a situation where like you have your beloved son. And we all have children. Like, I'm gonna go get my son. I'm going to the jail right now, even if you know you can't. But you going to jail. I'm going. You stand in front of.
Right.
Yo, where my son? Where my baby at?
Go to get my baby.
You can't even do that right now. This is a no-fly zone to Soviet youth.
Right to Russia. And I think
You can't even do a Zoom conference.
Right, they're using the war, of course.
Big shout to my son, Big Homie Hill. I see you.